Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of my Simply Magic 2 Let's Play. So far I have promised you both magical automation and a base, and I've got neither. So hopefully today we will fix that. First off, we've got quite a lot of cobblestone at this point, because I've been mining. Smooth stone, it's essentially free, because I've got the calefactor over here. I just keep every so often throwing more cobblestone in. We're actually building up quite a lot of Intium dust, which is always good. Actually makes a pretty nice block when I have all of it together, nice blue. So I might use that in some of the builds as well. But before I do that, I'm going to have it fully automated. I can't do a whole lot using flickers yet, because I don't have enough gold. I've only got 11 here. However, today I would like to also do some ore doubling. In that village on the last episode, I did find some ore nodes, burning ore pump, and a cascading smelter. I'm actually going to look for, I think the recipe is a cascading processor. Cascading, here we go. Cascading processor. It's actually pretty simple. 4 furnaces and 5 ore crystals, which are just gold. Like I said, I keep needing more gold, and iron ingots. That'll be pretty easy. I'm going to make a lot more ore nodes as well. And I think there's, I don't know if they ever changed how the violet crystal works. The Arcane Violet Gem. There's no recipe. Wait. Yeah. Well, I'll have to figure out a power supply for that. Probably just more coal. Again, I've got plenty of trees and I got plenty of charcoal. So that should be pretty easy to do. So, let's get started. So first off, I want to get this out of the way. The Arcane Compendium is something that normally you need to do in order to actually unlock Ars Magica. So you place your frame here by the Essentia pool. Toss that in there, and you wait. And you wait. There we go. Magic-y. So this would actually unlock it. So now I have the Arcane Compendium. You can see in here it has the way to actually build your crafting table, your crafting altar, sorry. The various materials and what they're good for, the catalysts, the caps. So we're using redstone with witchwood, which means we can get a maximum of 6 different effects, which is actually pretty good, and like you've seen, most of my spells so far just use 2 effects anyway. So I went ahead and made myself a tape measure, measured out a pretty decent sized area, and I have a general idea for this base. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on building this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The actual height here doesn't matter too much at this moment. My plan is going to be kind of going for a arcane fortress slash university type feel. So I kind of like this block here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to have pretty steep walls, but kind of sloping inward as it goes. Yeah, might do this all in a time-lapse footage if I can. Seven, 8, 9. Perfect. All lines up. Got a nice big outline here. It's a little dark to see though, so let's sleep through the night. It's kind of a, went with an oval, and then I cut off the corners a bit here to make it rounded. It'll make more sense when it's more built up, but I think it's a decent size, should work for our needs. And yeah, I'll keep building and get back to you. Done a lot of digging, a lot of smelting, a lot of building, and we finally have the outline for our foundation. This is actually going to be a basement area. I'll separate it into individual rooms, probably for each mod, and various automation will take place on this floor. The main floor, which is where I'm currently standing, is going to be basically item storage, as well as, like I said, my Arcane University. It's kind of a nice little sloping foundation around it. I'll have these stairways on either side. Actually, probably on the 4 corners here. And let me know what you think about this. I'm of course going to have more than just chiseled stone. I'm using this just kind of as a, like I said, foundation block, and I'll go through and add details once I've got things actually built. But at this point, I'm running out of stone a lot. Running out of a lot of things actually. But I did manage to find an Enderman and actually kill him this time. So I got my mana pearl. Have a lot of other random item drops here. I got my mana pearl. I turned it into an ender pearl, sorry, and I turned it into a mana pearl. And with this, I'm going to be making an alchemy catalyst. The reason for this is, well, I need a lot of stuff. Like I said, I need glowstone. I do plan on going to the nether at some point. However, I'm not quite there yet, mostly because I don't know where I want to put it yet. So, instead, I have a lot of redstone. I can turn it into glowstone. So let's go ahead and make our alchemy catalyst. Recipe's pretty simple. Got living rock, brewing stands, mana pearl, and gold. I think I have everything on me here. Yep, perfect. Throw it in. The brewing stands I got with blazes from the blaze spawner that was down there, which is pretty handy. Actually, normally I'd have to go to the nether for that. So, we have our alchemy catalyst. Let's see how much redstone we've got. I'll take a half stack. Throw this in here, and I will have my glowstone finally. There we go, 32. Didn't actually use too much. Might throw some more coal in there. Done a lot of mining, so I should have a decent chunk. Let's turn it into blocks. You get 10% more power out of it this way. It counts as basically 10 pieces of coal instead of 9 that it used to actually make it. I'm just going to toss these manually because I think these might actually not burn up fast enough and I'll actually lose it to item despawning. But we'll keep that going for a little bit. I'll be right back. Went down and mined a bit more of the netherrack down there. There isn't actually a whole lot of it left, but that's okay. Don't need much right now. I'm probably going to get this recipe completely wrong. I don't think it's shapeless. Yeah, I can never remember which one goes where. Which is why that button exists. Gets me Arcane Compound. So we'll throw this in our smelting setup here. Just smelt it up. I just put a couple hoppers on it so I can smelt lots of cobble at once. I need quite a bit of it. Gets us our Arcane Ash. And I believe this smelts for 2 in here. So each one gives me 2, so I should have 10 of this. There we go. That gives us our final piece to be able to summon the Earth Guardian. I'll do this for a couple reasons. One is for the armor, of course, but also, you can see I just hit level 20, so I'll no longer be gaining these blue skill points each time I level up. I'll be getting green ones instead, which is great because I'll need that for things I want, like AoE as well as the mining upgrade here. I'm going to wait until I have a couple of these for now, though. Like I said, I need 2 because I want mining power and AoE, just so I can have a nice 3x3 Silk Touch hammer. I'll be putting Feather Touch on that as well. But I also want Gravity Well for Levitate. It's basically an early game flight spell, but it can be really useful, especially early on. But for now, I need to get blue upgrade points because I'm going to need lots of those throughout the game anyway. So I'm going to eat here a bit, so I'm actually able to survive against this guy. Let's grab the items I needed again. I think 5 of these should be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's go down to our little arena. I built a beanstalk here because let's travel up and down really nicely. Very handy. Alright, and here is our setup. Needed these iron inlays placed around here. Let's kind of clean up the inventory just a little bit before trying this. Don't want that, don't want that. And let's get some cobblestone. So, rule number 1 of playing against Minecraft bosses, never fight them on their terms. So, let's break that block. Hello, Mr. Earth Guardian. Now you can't actually do anything to me. Well, normally you'll be at least throwing... Ah, there we go. Yep. Yeah. He hits hard. It's actually not too difficult as long as I can avoid line of sight with him. He does hit pretty hard though. What was that? 3 hearts? Whoa. Can probably hit me from here. We'll heal up a little bit. There we go. Oh, didn't hit. I think my spell got upgraded. I do hit for about 6 points of damage now. I started off with 3, so it's pretty nice. Keep eating here. About halfway through. Come on. Helps to actually hit him. There we go. Yeah, I've tried fighting him out in the open one time, and even with like diamond armor, he'll just hit right through it. The robes I'm currently wearing is basically the equivalent of diamond armor anyway, which is about the best I can get for now. Can you not see me from here? Works for me. Apparently I can't hit him either. There we go. Not sure what he's doing. There we go. I think he actually doesn't even take any damage from my mana sword anyway. Let's heal up here because he can kill me right now. Wish I had fortune for this last hit. Any luck? Oh, we got some earth essence at least. And my blue infinity orb. 1 down. That's the reason why I brought 5 of these, so I'm going to fight a couple of these and I'll get back to you. Ignore the death marker. Both of them. I got my armor. Made the mistake of I left this block here, which let him escape. Remember, kids, be safe. Oh, there we go. So much nicer now. Yeah, you can keep throwing that at me all day. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep doing it. Keep trying. I was doing some mining here. I needed a bunch of cobblestone for the building upstairs. So, just figured, I found a nice little lake here. I'll clear out an area. And lo and behold, I found some diamonds. These are the actual first diamonds that I've actually been able to mine. There we go. Achievement get diamonds. Just gonna get a couple of them for now. Like everything else, I'm waiting until I have fortune, which shouldn't be too far away now. I actually need a couple diamonds in order to get that. Also a bit of gold over here. So let's just mine up materials. You can use this to go ahead and start with some Aura Cascade ore refining. So we will go upstairs and get started on that. But I just want to show you my first diamonds. I'll clear out around here as well, because, again, still need cobblestone. I've done a bit more mining here. Mostly just need tons of cobblestone, smelting it again. I'm almost done with this final layer, and then I can actually start on the building itself, which will be on top of here. This is all stairs. But when I was mining, I finally hit level 22, which is finally I can get my second green. Let's get AoE. Now, the reason for that, I'll show you in a second here. Let's go grab a book. Let's see, book, and I need an ink sac, which should be animal drops. I'll get 2 of these, and a couple feathers as well. Actually, might as well grab a second book. Okay, let's get us our books and quills. 2 of those. Only really need 1 right now, but I'll need the other one later. In the inscription table here, let's start with projectile, but we're actually going to use 2 parts here. Projectile AoE. The reason for that is I'll be able to switch between just a single dig spell and a dig spell that digs a 3x3. So we want dig. We also want mining power, which was my other green that I needed. In fact, I think one of these will get me up to diamond level, just for fun. Actually, I only have enough diamonds to make that. It's just one's good. And I also want feather touch, which is basically just silk touch. So this is going to be my actual dig spell. This one I'm going to be using pretty much the rest of the game. I'll be able to switch, like I said, between essentially a hammer and just a single shot. Silk touch dig that can take out obsidian. So let's see what this actually needs. It's probably going to be rather expensive. Shift right click, get rid of that one. Let's see. Blank Rune, got plenty of those. Vintium, we got a ton of that now. Arrow, Snowball, that's all the same. Moonstone. I have a couple of those falling. They're pretty good. Air Essence, that's going to need a little bit more. TNT, Iron, that's no problem really. This Essence here is plenty fine. I've got the Obelisk right here, so that's able to power it. And then just my regular digging stuff. Iron Axe, Iron Pickaxe. I also need an Earth Essence. I got a bunch of those from the Earth Guardian. A Diamond Pick, Feather, Chimerite, and a Spell Parchment. So let's pick that up again so I have it with me. And let's gather together our ingredients. We got our Earth Essence from the Earth Guardian. You can get Air Essence from the Air Guardian, but you actually need one of these in order to summon him in the first place. So we'll get that later. But in order to actually make these, you need the Essence Refiner. Pretty simple recipe. I need to go mine a couple more blocks of obsidian very slowly. Probably the last two I'll ever mine, at least with a pick. One of my diamonds and Arcane Ash. So let's place this down, just kind of over here for now. Eventually this will be all automated down here, but in the meantime, right here works. So in order to get the Air Essence itself, I'm going to need a couple things. I need some Tarma Root, which I think I saw a couple of those. Yep. So, 4. I need 2 per. I set up just a very simple little chicken farm here. Give me some eggs and feathers. 2, 3, 4. Feathers will be really useful later on. So, 2 of these. 2 of those. 2 Arcane Ash. It's blinking red because I didn't link it up yet. So let's go grab our wrench. And almost done with this. There we go, pairing successful. I'll be right back. There we go. Looks like I just needed to relog. Kind of a similar thing with the progress bar on the Calefactor here. One of these. Let's check our book again, see what else we need. Runes, check. Dust, check. Arrow, Snowball. I'll go grab the Moonstone. Air Essence is being made. TNT I just made. Iron Shovel, Axe, and Pickaxe. Should have enough iron left for that. There we go. And grab stack of sticks. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Pick a shovel and an axe. Let's go grab that Chimerite. There we go. I think I just need one of these. Let's see what we got. Moonstone, still need to grab that. Earth Essence, Diamond Pick, Feather, Moonstone. Earth Essence, do I need only one of those or 2 of those? Just one. Diamond Pick. I don't have one lying around from a chest that I found, right? No. And one last thing, I think. Actually, Feather and Spell Parchment, that's it. Do I have a Spell Parchment made up already? A couple of them. Perfect. Another feather from you guys. Here we go. Blank Rune. Vintium, Arrow, Snowball. Vintium, Arrow, Snowball. Moonstone. Air Essence number 1. Let's link these together here. No path was found. I don't quite believe that. It apparently accepted it anyway. Toss our TNT. Shovel. Axe. Pickaxe. Earth Rune. Diamond. Air Essence. Feather. Chimerite. And Spell Parchment. Here we go. Let's see if I made this thing right. Give it a big dig. Call this silk dig. Let's give it a shot. Sweet. Works. Now let's try the area effect. Seems to work. Awesome. Let's go get some stone. We've got at least the foundation of a base, so I'm half through with that promise. Next up, magical automation. Now I found this burning aura pump and a couple aura nodes in the village over there, so I went ahead and made a cascading processor. What this does is it takes my ores and basically like any grinder or macerator or really any other ore doubling thing, it turns it into dust, which is great, except that it's done in world, which isn't exactly convenient because I have to go up, pick it up, and then drop off my ore again. The good news is that at least things that are sitting around here won't despawn with the regular 5-minute timer, but I still want to collect it and put it all together. So the way I think I'm going to do that is with a hopper hawk. This is a Botania flower, requires a rune of air, and of course I don't actually have a runic altar yet. I do, however, have a diamond and some living rock. So let's go ahead and make a runic altar. Again, this will all be automated elsewhere, probably inside the base, but for now this will at least work for, getting started. I need a lot more resources, and doubling my ore is going to help with that a lot. So let's go ahead and toss our diamond in, make me a diamond, go over here and make runic altar. Bottom there we go. Pretty simple recipe. Now, I could make another spreader, but I'm not going to bother with that yet. I do need to make a wand in order to move that though, because I can just have it pull from that pool. The endo flames aren't actually working right now anyway, because I haven't thrown any charcoal on it, but that's okay. Let's grab a couple petals here. I think brown works because I've got a good number of those, and I need some living wood twigs. I need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This gets us our wand. There we go, wand of the forest. Now let's see what I actually need for this rune. String, got that. Feather, got that. Carpet, I think I actually found some carpet. Oh well, I found some wool. That works. Let's turn that into carpet. My string, mana steel, mana powder. Turn sugar into mana powder. And mana steel. And let's grab a feather real quick. Inventory's getting full. Need to finish the base so I can have an actual storage room. Okay. You. This is in bind mode. You. Go here. There we go. Okay, let's turn the sugar into some mana powder. Toss that on. Toss mana steel. Carpet, feather, and what was the last thing I needed? String. Let's go grab that. We'll have our first rune. Here we go. If I can actually hit. Come on. There we go. And I have a living rock on me. Almost. Toss that on top. There we go. Runes of air. I just need a couple mystical gray petals and mystical light gray petals. So let's grab those. Let's grab 1 and 1. Where is my bucket? Can't wait to have an actual inventory system here. Slowly but surely. Toss the petals in. Toss a rune in. Don't need these ones anymore. And the last thing I needed was a redstone root. I grabbed some grass earlier. And redstone. There we go. Last ingredient, seed. There we go. We have our hopper hog. Let's go ahead and make a chest to actually store everything in. Drop off some excess stuff I don't need here. Let's grab our sand. Specifically kept a couple of these just so I'd have it. And let's just put it right here. Now that grabs everything, which isn't that useful yet. Let's throw item frames on here so we can actually filter what goes in. Yep. Right click, not toss. Throw this here. Oh, this finally ran out of power. Let's toss another charcoal on. So when this hits 60, then it'll actually turn it into sand and pull it into the chest. It's pretty much automated at this point. 7, 58, 59, 60. Sand's right there, and it should pull in. There we go. Just like that, we're automated. Made some decent progress on the base here. I went ahead and made a rod of the shifting crust here because I'm using quite a lot of living rock brick, and I found that a really easy way to do it is simply to right click your existing living rock around the pure daisy with some smooth stone, and it'll just instantly swap it out. So that's a pretty good way of getting living rock. So I've got this as a floor in my main hall area here. This is going to be kind of a cylindrical building with a dome on top. That's just kind of a frame for the next floor here. It'll be round as well. And then I have the two different wings, the east wing and the west wing, which I'm not quite sure how I'm going to organize these things. I think I'll probably have in either that side or this side my main storage system. It's going to be primarily storage drawers, but we'll get there. So it's been kind of a long time here. I've been building quite a lot, especially off camera. So I'm going to call this an episode. We'll do a little bit of work on this, probably off camera. Build up some walls and actually get a bit more of a base than just an outline on the floor here. Like I said, my main floor is going to be up here. I'll have a nice little kind of patio plaza area around here. Might do something besides just grass, but we'll figure that out. This is actually going to be closed up once it's done, and the only way to get into the basement here is going to be through the central area. That'll also serve as an elevator to get to the different floors. But that's time for another episode. So, thank you for watching. This is Zeke777, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.